Depression is a common and recurring psychiatric syndrome marked by episodes of low mood, poor self-esteem, and diminished interest and pleasure in most activities. Depression currently affects over 120 million people worldwide, and the number of patients diagnosed is steadily increasing at a rate of about 20% per year. Depression typically first manifests between the age of 15 and 30 years, with an additional peak of onset between 30 and 45. However, depression can occur at any age. Major depressive disorder, commonly known as MDD, is a disabling condition that affects an individual's family, work, sleep and eating habits, and overall health. With appropriate medication and brief psychotherapy, depressive symptoms can be relieved, which can potentially increase the quality of life. The change in mood and behavior is due to the chemical imbalances of neurotransmitters in the brain. Antidepressants are those drugs which help in the reduction in symptoms of depressive disorders by altering these chemical imbalances. Neurotransmitters are the communication link between neurons in the brain and are located in vesicles found in the nerve cells. The neurotransmitters such as serotonin, dopamine, noradrenaline, or norepinephrine are released by the axonic end of one nerve and received by the other. Then they undergo a process called reuptake. The antidepressants inhibit reuptake of neurotransmitters through selective receptors, thereby increasing the concentration of specific neurotransmitters around the nerves in the brain. One of such antidepressants is selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, commonly known as SSRI. As other SSRIs, fluoxetine, also known as Prozac, works by inhibiting the serotonin transporter protein, SCRT, that selectively pumps serotonin back into the neurons and hence increasing the amount of serotonin in your brain. As serotonin helps relaying message from one area of the brain to another, it influences approximately around 40 million brain cells, which include those that relate to mood. The action of serotonin molecule shortens the time that serotonin has to deliver its signal. So by inhibiting SCRT, serotonin function increases, which result in a better and more stable mood. The US Food and Drug Administration currently approves Prozac for acute and maintenance treatment of major depressive disorder. A study was explored related to the factors in improving the quality of life of depressed patients treated with fluoxetine. The objective of this study was to outline the difference between the before and after effects on patients outgoing a 6-week fluoxetine treatment. A total of 131 patients with major depressive disorder were enrolled to receive 20 mg of fluoxetine for 6 weeks. Symptom severity and adverse events were assessed at weeks 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6 using the 17-item Hamilton Depression Rating Scale and UK Side Effect Rating Scale respectively. Results showed that fluoxetine had greater effects on the mental capacity of the patients rather than the physical effects. Therefore, fluoxetine treatment was associated with an improvement in depression symptoms and related quality of life. Another single study conducted over a 5-month period, which included 216 patients that met the DSM-3R criteria for major depressive disorder, compared the safety and efficacy of ABT-200, which is a novel potential antidepressant, where up to 280 mg are titrated per day versus a fixed dose of 20 mg per day of fluoxetine and a placebo. After a 1-week placebo lead-in phase, patients were randomized where 72 were allocated to ABT-200, 72 to fluoxetine, and 72 to placebo for double-blind treatment of 9 weeks. By the end of the study, there was no difference in the Hamilton Depression Rating Scale of the patients treated with ABT-200 and placebo, whose mean score was reduced by 16.8% and 23.3% respectively. However, patients on fluoxetine portrayed a significant improvement over placebo and ABT-200 with a decreased HAM-D score of 30.5%. Over the study, there were no serious adverse events, although 36.1% of ABT-200 treated patients discontinued the study due to non-serious adverse events in comparison to 5.6% of placebo patients and 4.2% of fluoxetine patients. To conclude these findings, fluoxetine is better tolerated than ABT-200 and placebo. In the case where ABT-200 will be used as an antidepressant, the study suggests that this drug would not be beneficial for patients with major depressive disorder. Depression affects individuals' functions, well-being, and impairs the level of social and workplace performance. The 5-HT2C antagonism of this drug is what is thought to contribute to anxiety, insomnia, and agitation that patients perceive with fluoxetine. Patients may even have a panic attack with the administration with fluoxetine. While Prozac is generally safe, you can overdose on it. This can lead to serious complications and even death, if not treated right away. Mixing the recommended Prozac dose with other medications, drugs, or alcohol can also lead to an overdose. Early signs of overdose are usually mild and include headache, blurred vision, high fever, nausea, and vomiting, but then the serious signs start appearing, which include seizures, fast heart rate, trouble breathing, and coma. Thus, it is the clinician's responsibility to educate patients for their own safety and the society's.